Listening to vinyl has always been an important part of experiencing music. It's truly one of the last, and if not only popular way to buy physical music nowadays. It's also just nice to separate yourself from those streaming services and just disconnect from how we usually listen to music. Whether or not you just want to use it as a living room piece that might collect dust, or just enjoy that crackling and pop sizzling ambience you get when you start your record. Owning a record player is just great in a lot of different ways. So in this video, I just wanted to give you my thoughts and review of this record player in particular, the Angel's Horn H019 hi-fi turntable with built-in speakers. Now they reached out to me because they just enjoy the reviews I do of all types of music gear. And honestly, this really is no different. It's just another way of experiencing music. Whether you're a guitar player who's a complete gear nerd or someone who just loves listening. So let's talk about it. So starting off, it's got a really nice, sleek, and elegant design. I absolutely love how it looks, especially the speed and volume knobs. I just love the aesthetic. It's a really great blend between vintage and modern and would look great in any room. Now it's an all-in-one turntable, meaning that it has 4 hi-fi stereo speakers built in, as well as Bluetooth connectivity so you can hook up your phone and play tunes through those built-in speakers. It's also got a vibration reduction belt drive system, and that can help with if you walk by it or if you drop something or something that can sort of make the room vibrate or the record player move. It won't affect the record being played at all. It's got a built-in phono preamp, 2 speeds, 33 and 45 RPM, so it can also play your little 45s. It's got auto off protection if you forget to turn it off, which I do all the time. There's also just a bunch of little accessory and things included, like a counterweight, a turntable slip mat, a 45 record adapter, and there's other little things like that to make the user experience that much better. Now, me personally, I've owned at least 2 to 3 record players, ranging from vintage Sony turntables to sort of just throw around ones. A couple of those turntables did have built-in speakers, but they weren't great. They were the ones that just looked really aesthetically pleasing, like you buy at Target or Walmart or something. Sound quality wasn't great. Like I said, it was just for the aesthetic. Now this turntable's built-in speaker not only sounds really impressive, but it can also get pretty loud. I haven't even cranked it fully yet because I don't want to bother the neighbors. It doesn't look cheap. The materials they use, at least the ones I have access to, they don't feel cheap either. I've had 0 issues with any of its parts. It was pretty easy to put together. And if a turntable sounds great with built-in speakers and looks just as good, that's all you really need. It's definitely worth the price when you think about the sound, the quality, the convenience, and just the overall look and aesthetic. And also because there are turntables that cost just as much, if not even more, that don't even have built-in speakers. Most of, if not all of those vintage turntables don't have built-in speakers. You have to buy the speakers separately, get a receiver, and all that stuff. That can definitely take up a lot more room. The sound quality probably is a lot better, and that's definitely another great option. But you sort of have to weigh what you really want in a turntable. So this one is obviously just very convenient since you have all of that in one. Now there's pros and cons to everything, especially if you're trying to find a specific thing. For example, since this does have a built-in speaker, it's a little bit more clunky. So we have a better sound with this, but it does take up a little bit more room and it is just a little bit more clunky. So if you're not looking for built-in speakers, you already have your own speakers and you just want to use a standard turntable, you don't need all these extra features, then maybe this is not for you. Now you do have the option of doing that with this. You can hook it up to a receiver and then to other speakers if you own any. But if you're someone who's really into records and you already have that set up and you're just looking for a straight up turntable, this just might not be necessary for you. So it's just also something to consider. So who this turntable is for someone who wants a great quality sound in a record player, but does not want to get like the whole setup with receivers and speakers and take up a lot of room and things like that. It doesn't take up a lot of space. It looks really nice and sleek. So it's just for that person that wants a high quality, all-in-one record player that you can move around freely and enjoy listening to your favorite records at a pretty decent volume. I hope this video was helpful if you're looking to get this exact record player. If you have any questions, please let me know down in the comments and I'll try and get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks as always for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.